Alright, so the Crown Tundra is out now, and we've already gotten it underway with Pokemon Sword. Also, I didn't think that there would be a Doggy Cam for this, considering it's not even, like, super late right now, and we usually only get the Doggy Cam when it's, like, super late at night. But I guess the Doggy decided she wanted to hang out here anyway, despite the fact that it's only, like, 7 p.m. at the time that I'm recording this, so it's not even, like, super late. Anyway, so my whole format with Pokemon Sword and Shield, as I've mentioned many times before, is Pokemon Sword is what's streamed on Twitch and then cut up into parts and put onto YouTube, and then Pokemon Shield is what's just recorded directly for YouTube. So it could be a nice change of pace doing videos that are just like playthroughs just on YouTube itself. We got a Crown Pass, same as in Pokemon Sword. It could be a nice change of pace. I mean, we also go through things swifter since I'm not like having conversations with like people in chat, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I typically do like having conversations with people in chat though. So, but it's a different thing. It's just a different feel and stuff like that. Just a different format, different way to try things out. And I like that playing through Sword and Shield in this way with like the differences between them is basically the opportunity to try two None! Dang, I did the wrong way! Okay, this wasn't a full cutscene or anything like that. No! Dang it! Wait, what? I'm a world-renowned designer of fashion. You are Galarian, and I presume this is my first time setting foot in the region. I must say, it seems rather deserted. You're on the Isle of Armor. I beg your pardon, I've disembarked at the wrong station. Unfortunately, you understand me true. My most heartfelt gratitude to you. I say I've heard Gallo's champion Leon is quite the beloved figure in the region. I thought I was the champion. I smelled the opportunity to take advantage of Leon's wild popularity to seek further riches. Hence my voyage. But now I find myself without the funds to even reach my destination anymore. If you've a mind to purchase this delectably surpassable cute ensemble I've designed for 3,000 Pokémon, come be my taxi fare onward. What am I doing? I'm meant to go to the Isle of Armor. Not the Isle of Armor, dang it! This is an episode of the Crown Tundra, not Isle of Armor. Some of these will have to come by. You'll be pleased with the purchase, I guarantee it. Yeah, I figured Dougie probably wouldn't stick around for long the moment I start getting crazy. And with that, I bid you farewell. Like, usually if it's late at night, she can put up with it because she's just so tired, I guess. But when it's not, like, super late. How do I leave? What? Oh, I can just go through. But we're off to a fantastic start in the Crown Tundra Station. My goodness. Whoops. My oh my. Let's go ahead and go there. Down to the south. Let's go to Canada. My homeland of Canada. Let's do it. We're here. We went to the wrong station at first, but we found our way now. That's what's important. I honestly really like the way this whole area looks from what I've explored so far in Sword version. I just noticed there's like a snowflake pattern on the floor under me. I did not notice that when I was playing Sword version. It's been your first visit to the Crown Tundra, am I right? Well, second if you count Sword version. I'm researching Pokemon biology around here. Yada yada, you give me my Pokedex. I've already did this in Sword. Yada yada. Man, to think that what with Sword and Shield, I'm gonna wind up reading out like so many lines twice since I'm playing Sword and Shield. But sometimes it'd be like that. Oh, hello, beautiful winterscape. It really is quite nice and visually appealing from a distance. And my doggy's around the corner and she's brought a toy this time. When I did this in Sword version, I completely guessed wrong, like what voice there would be here. Anyway, come on, Dad. Quit following me already. Don't follow me on Twitter. It's weird. Gonna go on a Dynamax adventure in the Max Lair, and I don't need you breathing down my neck. I've read all this before, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. I'm here to battle loads and loads of rare Dynamax Pokemon. Don't you fret. I know some place way more fun than that old musty place, and we've already been there in Sword version. This is also gonna be weird because the Isle of Armor, I did like Shield first and then Sword, and now it's vice versa. I'm doing Sword first and then Shield. So, we've switched things up a bit here. Get ready for loads of quality time with the coolest dad ever. A generous and totally unwanted offer. Afraid I've got to say no thanks. Well, also, if I can move this camera here. Hey, silly doggy, what you doing? Also, ignore the fact that my whole kit of, like, Mario Kart home circuit is just there, along with a heat bulb for my gecko. Can I come hand it to me? Come hand it to me. That is not handing it to me. That is retreating into the darkness. Come back here. Don't retreat into the darkness. Get over here. Hand me the toy. There you go. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and put the camera back in place, kind of like that. Oh, also, I guess I could also mention, I could have mentioned this in Sword version, in case anybody in the future goes through, like, the whole playlist of, like, my Pokemon Sword and Shield series, and then all of a sudden gets to the Crown Tundra part, it's like, whoa, there's new lights in here. Yeah, the freaking new green LED freaking sticker things that go around the circumference of my room, and I like them, and they were a massive pain to install, and I really hurt my back getting them up there. Also, I stood on this chair, which is a chair with wheels, which is something that you should never do and I wouldn't recommend, but there was no accidents. I like locked it in place as best I could. It was fine. Now my doggy's staring at me with the toy again. Come on, Nia, be reasonable, or get ready to be ultra mega embarrassed as I unleash the noble roar of Dad. I'll take a hard pass on that, thanks. Excuse me, hello. Yes, you, the boy over there. My dad is stubborn as steel, and he won't leave me alone. Back me up, would you? We'll do the other options in Shield version that I did in Sword version. No. What, are you really brushing me off? That's ridiculously depressing. Wise of you not to stick your head into people's business willy-nilly. We can just move? Excuse me, hello, let him... Dang it. Oh, man, I'm hurting my throat now from... Have you come around on helping me after all? No. Dang. So that's what happens, huh? Well, guess we're doing this. Yeah, fine, we're here. Brilliant, have a great time with this geezer then. Now, hold on, lad. Can't say I approve of you butting in blindly. But if I give you a trouncing, this young lady here ought to see reason. Name's Peony. Brace yourself, I'm pretty ferocious in battle. Oh, there's a max raid beam off in the distance that I'm not ever gonna care about ever again. Well, so I guess same party as he had in Sword version. I don't know why there would be a difference. Alright, we have one shiny Pokemon in each of these playthroughs. We have freaking Raoul, my Decidueye in Sword version. I guess I'm not reading this time because I'm ranting about other things. My shiny Dragapult in Shield version. One shiny for each. Schnice, it works out. We are going to go ahead and... Oh, not use Dragon Darts. It's not very effective. Let's use Phantom Force. I should have figured that, you know... Since I already did this in Sword version, I probably should have figured, hey, you've got Steel types, so, I should have probably just, you know... led with something. Oh, yeah, I'm just, like, in another dimension, but I'm still taking hail damage. That's how deadly the hail is here in Canada. Even being in another dimension can't save you. Well... Well, okay, cool. That's pretty neato, isn't it? Let's go ahead and use Phantom Force again. I'm pretty sure my party setup that I have here is, like, pretty similar, if not, like, the same thing that I used in the Isle of Armor, pretty much. Like, at the beginning of it, not the end of it. Like, we don't have Urshifu in either one of these, because I like my other Pokemon that I went around with as well. Is a thing. Smackaroo! Smack that ass. I don't know why I say the things I do. Yeah, there's the team. There be. Ow, the hail! It's hurting me as a spooky ghost. Aggron. Now I know from Sword version that's probably Steel and Rock. So I can't just use, like, Fire against it. Well, yeah, it's a good thing I know now. So I should probably use, like, Water, I guess. I mean, Cramorant, in terms of how hard it hits, is kind of wimpy, but, it's just so funny, though. See how tough as they come. Well, it takes the more Ultra Mega determined it gets. I believe you. Don't know why the Aggron's like so tiny. Look, my Cramorant is like in the height comparison. Look at that. Not okay. A lot of the time, I don't know what to think about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, so far, from what I've played in Sword version, I have actually really been enjoying the Crown Tundra so far, honestly. But some of the details in this game sure aren't the best. Look, I got a freaking fish. Not bad at all. Oh, watch out next time. It's my turn. Uh-oh. Well. Oh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and do, like, Hydro Pump, I guess, because we have, like, the fish now anyway. Blur! Just spray that past the fish somehow. Makes sense to me. Oh, I was kind of hoping that would just barely not take it out. And then, you know, it would take itself out with the fish, is what I wish. I love how the sprite incorporates the fish. You gotta love it. If you're a Pokemon trainer, peony. Because it's not my place to be bragging. Yes, not. God, look at me, taking a thrashing from a youngster like you. Hmm? My daughter's disappeared! Have you got my sweet Neo? I guess we'll keep on doing the other options, because I consistently did, like, the first options in Sword version. Sure, sweet is the right word? Of course! Honey the sweetest, darlingest daughter our dad could ask for. I brought her out here so we can have a proper father-daughter trip. First one in ages! And now that we've got here, she grabs the first trainer she finds, makes him a decoy, and legs it! That's my dear Nia for you. That's just her backward way of showing her papa she loves him. Is it? That's the type of girl she is. Ultra mega charming, isn't it? Still, without her, can't start this advent tour of legendary spots I've planned for us. She mentioned wanting to have a gander at some place called the Max Lair, didn't she? Sounds to me like she wants a good old papa to chase after her. Well, she needn't worry. I'm not one for wasting time. Which means it's time I gotta move on. Cheers for a fine battle. I'll be seeing you then, lad. Take care of those strong Pokemon of yours. Running, 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 running. Run, Forrest, run. Okay, well, I guess we go to the thing now. Oh yeah, I had like the freaking white outfit in Shield version. I had the black outfit in Sword version. Which I would say is the... I'd say that one's the better one. It's cooler than the white one. The white one's kinda eh. But we're doing like one of each whenever there's choices, after all. Aha! This must be the Bat Cave, I mean the Max Lair that Nia was talking about. Which means my darling daughter's in there right now, having a giggle with some rare Dynamax Pokemon. Hmm? Oh, it's you again. Well, kid, maybe you ought to come as well. Right, just you hold, Nia, my dear. Here comes Papa. My goodness. Well, so we've already like gone through these a little, like a couple times in Pokemon Sword version at the point that I'm recording this, and it seems like at the end of every Max Lair you're gonna run into a legendary Pokemon. Now, when I was playing a Sword version, I made sure like not to actually catch and keep the Pokemon that was at the end, just in case doing that would mean that it wouldn't ever like come back and respawn, just in case I want to like actually try getting them shiny later, because shiny odds are better in there and it's like the new way to get like old shiny legendaries and stuff like that. So I was like, just in case they don't come back and there's like only a limited amount of them, I just won't catch them. I'll just like defeat them and let them be. And as of now, recording Shield, I can confirm that was the right play, because apparently there's only like one of each, and apparently there's also like some version exclusives. Like a lot of the legendaries that come in pairs will either only have one found in Sword version and another found in Shield version. So it's kind of similar to like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's take on previous legendaries like that as well. So thank goodness that when I was playing Sword version in the session the other day, I made sure not to actually catch and keep any of the legendaries that I saw here, because yeah, I would have permanently screwed myself out of potentially being able to get them shiny later. Besides, I have every, like, old regular legendary anyway, and could just transfer them from Pokemon Home if I wanted, so I have no real reason to even, like, catch them anyway. Unless I find that they're shiny or something. So, yeah, I'll be doing the same thing in Shield, where at the end, if we run into, like, any legendary Pokemon, I'm not going to catch it unless it's shiny. I mean, we do have the shiny charm, and apparently the odds are, like, not too bad here. Like, apparently there's supposed to be, like, way higher shiny odds here than in regular max raid dens, but you do have to fight, like, 3 Pokemon before going there. I mean, we'll showcase it in a moment. Anybody who's seen Shield version before this knows anyway, but, like, please, sir, I can't let you. Oh, I think you can. I will take all your pylons back there. My precious daughter's in there, and I'm going in after her. I understand, sir, but what? I'm here to have an adventure. I want to kick it off right now. Simply can't allow it, sir. Yeah, there you are, lad. So, you've come after all, have you? Something the matter? Nothing's alright, and everything's the matter. He has the same response no matter what you say. Talk about illusion of choice, but that's Pokemon for you. This ultra mega numpty of a scientist insists on getting in my way. Numpty of a... I beg your pardon, sir. If you'd be so good as to simply listen, I could let you through. Dynamax adventures are quite fraught with peril, I'm afraid, and God, I got no patience for standing here listening to you rattle off the fine print. Oh, we're just going around in circles. Again, we did this the other day in Sword version. You seem to know this, gentleman. Would you simply listen to my explanation? If so, then I could allow the two of you to enter as a pair. Ha, now you're talking. Go on then, let's see what the good lady's got to say. And then we'll go find my little Nia together. Right? Right. Okay, well. Ready to hear my explanation? Yes. That's what I like to hear, mate. I owe you one. But we already covered them, like, in Sword version anyway, so I might just, like... Yeah, I might just do this, honestly. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, you're saying you don't want the Galar Pokemon losing controls of the Pokemon red part of some particles. I was stunningly incorrect, sir, and you also kind of lost your train of thought and blabbered at the end. This is a dangerous place. Please make sure you've got a firm grasp of the rules. I'm still a touch lost, but that's the type of place this is, eh? Alright, sounds like this is all a bit beyond me. So I'll just go on in and get cracking. Here comes the pup, my darling, the, Sir, no, I've just told you it's too dangerous. What is going on with that man? He looks so much like Chairman Rose, but his attitude doesn't match the chairman's at all. Well, when you're ready to go chase him down... Pardon me, I meant when you're ready to begin your Dynamax adventure, please let me know. Okay, will do. And I feel like after... I had like a decently long session of Pokemon Sword when I was streaming it for the first time, and since then I've also done a handful of Dynamax adventures like off camera, getting used to them and just trying them out and stuff like that. Like, it's been a long time since I've used the Switch in handheld mode and like just laid in bed to like play a game or something like that. But I will admit that last night in Pokemon Sword, I literally, when it was super late at night and I was already so tired, I just went into bed, I brought my freaking Switch along in handheld mode, and I just like did a couple Dynamax adventures. I didn't run into any shiny Pokemon, unfortunately, but like, maybe one of these days, I'd love to embark on a Dynamax adventure. Yeah, I'd love to save, thank you for asking. One of these days, maybe we'll run into one, but not quite yet. Let's see here. Weird. I guess we'll use Linoon. I don't know. Like, Gourgeist doesn't have that powerful of stab moves. Like, pretty much only Shadow Sneak. Reese just, like, prevents the opponent from falling asleep. What the heck? Alright, what have we got? Water. I swear, if it gives me Suicune again, just like its Sword version, that'd be pretty wacky, wouldn't it? Oh, I should have turned off battle animations! Okay, so I can move this. That's good to see. I can't really see through the thing. We're going this way. I've never seen it present, like, two of the same type to me. Like, both with my session in Sword version and, like, my stuff off camera and, like, lying in bed with this game. I have yet to actually see it give me, like, two of the same type. It's a Blossom. It's, like, one of, if potentially the only Pokemon evolution that gets, like, smaller than its pre-evolution. I think. Something like that. Like, I'm starting to get a little bit more used to these Dynamax adventures bit by bit, but, like, it'll take a while. I really should have turned off battle animations. When I was, like, doing this on my own time in Sword version, I made sure to turn off the battle animations so that it wouldn't take, like, 3,000 years to go through one of these caves. But I forgot to do that just now. Well, whatever. I guess it's our first Dynamax adventure in Shield version anyway, so we can showcase it for the first time. Look at that freaking big Lanoon. It's ready to rock out. I hate it when the NPCs do stuff that doesn't even really help. I don't like it at all. Like, I was saying in Sword version, like, oh, with these, like, preset Pokemon, there's, like, less chance of the NPCs completely screwing you over. And I mean, there is less chance, but the NPCs seem to... you're freaking massive Blossom and you avoided the wave of heat. Also, both from what I did in Sword version, like on camera and off. Oh my goodness, the crit. One of the most annoying things has to be when the Dynamax Pokemon you're facing dodges an attack. Helping Hand failed? What? I think that was someone on my side, not the Blossom, right? That used it. I didn't read who it came from. What the heck? That was a crit, apparently. It barely did anything. Well. Oh, come on! Dynamax Pokemon avoiding attacks, especially when they have like a 90% chance to hit, is like the most annoying thing. Sure, we'll do that, I guess. It's Blossom using Helping Hand, that's why it's failing. That makes a lot more sense. That makes way more sense. Well, boopity bop, take that Blossom, I guess. Well. But yeah, after doing a decent bit, I do feel like I do have a much better grasp of how these all work than when I did it for the first time in Sword version. Like, it seems like there's no real downside to just catching them anyway. Like, unless it's a Pokemon that I for sure don't want to use in here, then I won't catch it. But otherwise, it seems like it's pretty much like may as well catch it, check its moves and stuff like that, and see if it's better than what you currently have. If you want to do a replacement, especially if you've like lost some health. It's a way for you to heal by switching Pokemon. So like, I'm slowly but surely getting used to how these things work and stuff like that. So you have Grassy Terrain, Giga Drain, Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam. So Giga Drain's the only like damaging thing. I'll say I'm good without it for now, and then one of the NPCs grabs it anyway. Is the thing. So there's no real downside to catching them, I guess. That looks like a freaking Absol over there. Water over here, huh? Water those! Well, we have A-type advantage with the Blossom, I guess. Like, I'm just concerned about my moves being not very effective against the Dark type there. Pokemon feeling a bit worn out. I have a rental Pokemon that I could swap. I only have one, though. But, like, what is it? I don't... Screw it, I'm doing it. Well, Barbicle. The skirt of the Seven Seas Barbicle. They always ask him, who's the man behind the mast? That is the scourge of all these seas. Oh, it's a Relicanth, huh? I'm a big ancient rockfish thing. You'd think I'd be a fossil Pokemon, but I'm actually not. And I'm tired, I can't see you. I'm kind of like Brock. Well, at least I can do Razor Shell, I guess. I do think it is kind of annoying how when you're... Come on! Well, that's annoying when NPCs use moves like that. But it's also kind of annoying in this mode how it then kind of just rotates around for who can get, like, the ability to Dynamax their Pokemon. Like, I don't see that as a problem if you're doing this with, like, 4 players. But with 1 player and 3 NPCs, I can't count today, apparently. With 1 player and 3 NPCs. Oh, come on! Literally, the worst part of these Dynamax adventures, or whatever the heck they're called, is literally just how long it takes. As you sit through, like, animation after animation. Even when you turn the battle animations off, it still takes, like, forever anyway. Like, it's really tedious. So that's annoying, too. But, just the fact that it rotates around for who can get Dynamax. Why would you put on Grassy Terrain to heal everyone a little bit after every turn? It would be nice if, like, the NPCs would actually Dynamax their Pokemon, or... Man, look how much damage we did that last turn. Wow, great, man. Well, next time I do one of these, I'm gonna make sure that battle animations are off. Like, at least it takes less long that way. It still takes 3,000 years, but at least it takes less long that way. Hey, Defense Fell, that's pretty cool. Thank you for using a good move that you could actually use there. 4 times super effective because Rock and Water, if I recall Relicanth's types. If I recall properly. If you could have just led with that, that would have been freaking fantastic. So I guess I should be able to Dynamax when we go into the next battle. I'm a mean mad fish now. Please be on, like, me to resist it or something. I hate this game. Oh, man. Well, got out RNG'd, I guess. But yeah, so the NPCs can still kind of screw you over, which, like, really sucks if you're shiny hunting. Like, at least in, say, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, that's on you. Like, if you do manage to find a shiny, it's just like, well, that's on you to get it now. Whereas now it's, like, partially on you, but also partially on, like, what happens to your 3 NPCs and if they just wind up getting, like, 1 shot, like, along the way, or just at the legendary Pokemon at the end anyway. Because you can only have your allies fall 4 times, like in a max raid battle. But across, like, all 4 of the battles that happen here. So, like, okay, let's see here. So I'm Rock and Water anyway. We're gonna go this way, I guess. This is what we'll do. Count a backpacker. I share my supplies, but I would like I'm probably not gonna get one shot anyway. Well, I guess we have that Blossom out that's gonna probably put out grassy terrain anyway because NPCs are weird, I guess. I did not have that good of options there. Usually there's better options. Oftentimes I'll see them have things like a Life Orb, which, if I recall how that works, is like 30% extra attack power, but you lose like 10% of your health every turn. Something like that. Something along them lines. I think Barbacles are weird Pokemon. Well, let's crush the freaking Rockwood. I don't have a Rock-type move. I don't have a Rock-type move. Why don't I have a Rock-type move? Game Freak, when you're making a game mode that'll give us like rental / temporary Pokemon, and they have like these same preset moves, every single one should at least have an attacking move of each of their types that they are. At least. You can't have a freaking rock water type that doesn't even know a rock type move that I thought I'd be going into this with. That's such bad design. Like, it should at least have one move of each. So I can look at things like, I'm at least pretty sure that Barbacle's water rock, unless I'm losing my mind. I might be losing my mind. I'm not super familiar with like Gen 6 stuff. I hope I'm not losing my mind. But if I recall, like, even if Barbacle is just like regular water type and not water rock type, I have seen plenty of other ones in my time with these that like for sure don't have a move that is one of their types. Which is just like, why? It literally just baits the player into making what they think is a good decision, being like, oh, I'll go this way and I'll have a type advantage. And the game's just like, huh, no, joke's on you. We couldn't be bothered to do that. Okay, to say the least, I'm not too impressed with some of the game design choices, to say the least. It's, oh, come on! Did anybody attack the freaking big water spooter? Like, Stoutland might have. Well. Yeah, in Pokemon Sword, when I was like, this is so cool, you probably don't have to worry about getting screwed over by NPCs as much. Nope. There are so many moves, like, in the mix with these, like, preset / rental kind of Pokemon that there are so many options that don't involve attacking, and the NPCs seem to favor those over attacking for some reason. Like, I swear more often than not, I'll see them doing those than, like, actual attacks. I swear. Well, you hate to see it. We are very, very slowly whittling this health away, considering that, you know, nobody else is really attacking a lot of the time. So, well, we went through 3 turns of Dynamax, and how much damage did we do? Great, not even half. Freaking wonderful. I mean, okay, so I probably don't want to do Skull Bash then. If it's a 2-turn thing, well, you gotta love how Blossom used Helping Hand on Stoutland, and then Stoutland just doesn't even attack most of the time. Like, this time it finally did, but like, man, that sure was a lot of damage. Everything sucks. That's still not even past the halfway point, apparently. Well, the finger point of death. Like, at least it's... Oh, was that a physical attack then? Because that didn't do a whole lot. I know that not Dupiter, a Quad Rock. Dang it! Rockquinid's freaking attack stats been lowered a whole bunch from Stoutland. Oh, come on. Well, there we go, finally! It just took like freaking 5 or 6 turns for you to finally use a good move. Like, geez, about time. I really wish that you could just like influence the other NPCs or give them like orders of some sort. Like how in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team, or Rescue Team DX on the Switch, you can, and like many other Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, you can kind of give your team like general orders like, follow me, go do your own thing, search the dungeon to find the stairs, stuff like that. Like, imagine if I could just order my NPC allies, use damaging moves, use status moves, stuff like that, and they would just generally follow that. I guess the poison's gonna kill now. Oh, or the Giga Drain. Like, it'd be really neat if you could give them orders like that. But no, there's no option for anything like that. The game's just gonna be like, well, time for you to get royally screwed by them continuously not doing any attacking moves for like 3,000 years. I feel like the more I do these battles, these freaking, whatever they're called, Dynamax Adventures, Max Raid Adventure things, I have no idea, the less I like them. Like, I was so hyped about Pokemon Sword, and now a session later and hopping into Pokemon Shield, not as hyped about it anymore. It is Suicune again. Is it like preset to be Suicune or something like that? Or is it just something that's like, I wonder how the seed is like generated. It might just be because of the way that the seed is generated. Because truly random number generators don't really exist. Well, there's technically one method of having a truly random number generator, but there's no way that anything like that would be put into video games anytime soon. But typically how random number generators work is they get a seed from something, and that seed is used as like the key to generate some set of values. Now, there are many different ways to get these seeds that can essentially have it be like very random. Like a random number generator in a computer might just be like, oh, let's take the current date and time and multiply it by like the freaking current temperature of like the CPU or something like that. Something that's gonna be like really random and different, and it's like having like a pretty darn random seed. But considering that I got Suicune in both Sword and Shield, and I was using the same like account here, the same profile, it makes me wonder if the way that it generates the seed for like, unless Suicune is just like preset first thing for everybody. But if Suicune's not preset first thing for everybody, I wonder if it generates the seed by sampling some value for like from your profile or something that's linked to your Switch specifically. That doesn't have to do with like time or anything like that. That would change. That, or I just had like really crazy RNG and got Suicune twice. But yeah, it makes me wonder if the way that it gets its initial seed is something to do with like your profile or your Switch. It might just be. Maybe. Anyway, there's a little lesson in random number generators, I guess. I suppose. Like, if you use the same seed in a random number generator, it'll generate the same values every time. So it's not like... So it's technically not truly random. So there aren't really truly random number generators. This is something I was not planning on talking about today. Not at all. I know that there is, like I was mentioning before, I know that there is one method that lets you actually generate things randomly and by something that's like way over my head. There's some process that's way over my head that may potentially allow random number generators to actually be random. I mean, we're pretty close to random when we're sampling things like current date and time and like heat of CPU in order to generate a seed. I mean, that's already pretty darn random, but so either we had crazy luck with Suicune, or the seed for the random number generators is something like sampled from this profile or Switch specifically. Stop wasting your turns! Imagine having a shiny here and you get screwed over by the NPCs just like never attacking. Imagine a world where that happens for a hot second. It's gonna happen to me. What do you bet? What do you bet one of these days I'm gonna run into a shiny and I'm gonna freaking get screwed over royally? I do not look forward to it, to say the least. But I'm sure it'll happen. Well, there goes our 3 turns of Dynamax. How much damage did we do during that time? I was really hyped about this the first time I played in Sword. Now the more I play it, the more I find it annoying. Honestly. Especially with how long things take. Like, even if I turn off the attack animations, it still takes, like, pretty close to as long anyway. I'm honestly surprised we're not receiving, like, more damage, but I mean... Oh, time for the battlefield to get weird! Battlefield got weird! My, oh my, what did you have? Psychic Seed, oh. Where did you get that? Where do you get a Psychic Seed? What? I mean, sure. Man, this Blossom sure is helping the team, let me tell ya. Sure is helpful. Suicune was like the first digital art thing I ever drew. Yes, use Helping Hand on the Pokemon that can't even do anything. Yes, take off like less than 1% of Suicune's health, thank you. Altaria. Hey, there's some poison. Like, the AI in this is garbage. Like the Blossom using Helping Hand on a Stoutland who has to recharge after using Giga Impact is just like... Did they not think about it when they were programming this and putting it together? Or did they not play test it into free? I don't know. I don't know. I do still think that this is a kind of cool mode, but with the way that it's currently designed, I feel like it's a little bit wonky and well, a bit annoying. In a lot of ways. It's a cool idea, but in practice it's like, there could certainly be a lot of improvements here. Wait, did the terrain stack? I don't know a whole lot about like modern competitive Pokemon. So like, I honestly don't even know what like terrain effects do, honestly. Because I still see the grassy effect. I thought that it had like the psychic effect as well. Does it just have both? I only see the grass effect. Oh, you actually used Helping Hand on me for like the first time. That's... I guess I'll take it. Man, thanks for wasting your turn against Stoutland instead of actually doing damage. I appreciate you so much. Let me show you how much I appreciate you with this big beam. Well, I guess you wasting your turns with that move might have potentially saved you. So do we have freaking grass effect and psychic effect and rain? Or what? Does everything just stack? Like... Was there psychic terrain and then Blossom changed it back to grass terrain? That's probably what happened. Probably what happened while I wasn't paying attention. Well. Well, I'm fully healed now, apparently. But, oh my goodness, stop. Just use Giga Impact or something. I have no words. I have no words for the AI of these NPCs. Like, I'm just completely speechless whenever I see them. I swear. Well, let's smackaroo you right in the face. Oh, I guess your poison wore off and then we got it on again. Thank you for finally attacking after spamming Helping Hand for the past century and a half. I'm gonna get so salty at this freaking game mode. Let me tell ya. When it comes to finding old legendaries, I think I like the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon way better. The whole wormholes thing. I think I like that one much better, honestly, than this freaking clusterfuck. I think I like that one way more because this is a, you know, really long, really annoying. Takes even longer when the NPCs act really dumb, and then you can literally lose because of that. Could literally lose a shiny because of that. Well, oh great, now there's confusion. With how long this takes and how long the animations take, let me tell you from experience as well. Having status conditions, especially like sleep on you, or paralysis. Paralysis is like the most annoying thing ever. Oh, thank goodness. The poison just made you explode. My oh my. Goodbye, Suicune. Nice seeing you. Goodbye! Whale. I don't even want to keep Blossom. No. So even though I wasn't using Blossom, as long as you, like, throw a Pokeball at them to catch them, you can, like, choose at the end from, like, ones that you caught along the way. If there's one you'd like to keep. I think that's at least kind of cool. There's probably not oftentimes going to be ones I want to keep unless it's, like, a shiny legendary at the end. Hang on, I recognize you. You're that Acoustic Harmonia nerd who made that freaking Roller Coaster Tycoon history video, because that's apparently what everybody recognizes you from nowadays. Are you here for a Dynamax adventure too? Wicked, guess we're on the same wavelength. I'm Peonia, nice to properly meet you. What about you? What's your name? Watcher. I don't know what that word means. Name's Harmonia. Not how you always talk. It's not bad. So is my dad on his way here too? I haven't seen him. Has he got turned around and wound up back at the entrance? Listen, sorry for using you to distract my old man back there. He's as stubborn as a mud bray. Things go alright after I left. Yep, sure did. What? You beat my old man? You sure pulled a blinder there. He used to be a gym leader, you know. Even on holiday, he's no pushover. You know, my dad was going mad with excitement for this trip. It's going on about how he planned for us to check out local legends on this super intense island. Over this super intense adventure tour or adventure. I can't words today, as he calls it. But I mean, come on. What girl my age would be caught dead doing naff like that with her dad? Besides, I fancy having more battles with Dynamax Pokémon. The thrill of battling one of those massive towering Pokémon. Just thinking about it gets me pumped. You know what? I've just had a thought. A very evil thought. You're a pretty fierce trainer, right? Then I bet you could handle taking my place on my old man's adventure. Rather not, thanks. Oh, no need to worry. He'll take good care of you, despite all appearances to the contrary. He's so hyped up about all this, it'd be a shame to just leave him on his own. Who knows, you could end up running into a legendary Pokemon, or like nearly all of them. How about I meet up back with you two after I've had my own fun in the Max Lair? Come on then, enjoy your twosome tour of legends. Tell my old man the deal and all that. The thing that I never agreed to. Pokemon forces you into choices. Oi! Hey! You're drunk, go home. It hurts. Ultra mega hurts! Yeah, where's my darling Neo? Are you alright? This fine gentleman appears to have tripped on a rock and struck his head. Adventures aren't to be taken lightly. I've learned that firsthand now. Firsthand, I mean. I was just checking to see if my little girl is behind some rocks. And look how I've ended up. Behind some rocks? Is your daughter really cold, sir? There we go, I'm up. No little bump's gonna keep me down long. Kip's got me feeling right as rain. How about it then, lad? Did you find my darling Nia? Well, here's how it went. Oh, illusion of choice. You don't say. So dear Nia's instead of staying away until she's had her fill of this Dynamax adventure stuff, I can't words. She wants the two of us to go ahead and get cracking on the Grand Peony Adventure. You know, I burned the candle at both ends, working out the best itinerary I could for my dear Nia's sake. But I guess she's at that age when she doesn't want her old man tagging along all the time. And trying to press her into doing what I want to do probably won't win me any of the Dad of the Year awards. Right then. What's your name, kid? Nodding. Cheers, Harmonia. Name's Peony. Wait, have I told you so? That is twice as nice to meet you. Take this. I'm so hyped about you taking that. Let's have ourselves a smashing adventure. My dear Neil be itching to join in the fun. Don't fret now. Done all sorts of preparations already. We're going to have ourselves a real treat of a legendary Pokemon hunt. So that's decided. Now then, Harmonia. Let's get ourselves to Freezington. The town just a short ways off. Time for a strategic planning meeting for Peony's adventure. I'll fill you in on the details once you get there. Well, I say, let us reconvene post-haste. Just pulling your leg. Can you imagine if I actually talked like... Oh, I guess... I just do the same voice anyway, because I have no idea. Well, goodbye! Time to follow along.